Okay, let's build on earlier videos. We started by talking about perspective and how different people have different perspectives. We talked about how we don't know what we don't know. We talked about how we cannot understand other perspectives and other viewpoints unless we're made aware of them. We then looked at ways to learn about other people's perspectives by what they focus on. Today, we're going to talk about how we can change our view of the world. How can we change our own perspective? How can we become more objective? Mr. Rogers was a children's television host, and when he was young and he would see scary things on the news, his mother would say to him, "Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping." When we look for something, we will find it. But why do we find what we seek? Well, at one point in time, I was a juror on a case where the jury could not come to a unanimous decision. We reported this to the judge, who told us to try something. Go back to the jury room, and whatever side we took, either guilty or not guilty, for the sake of discussion, choose the opposite side and defend the opposite side completely. Try to convince people that what you don't believe, the opposite side of your view, is in fact the better choice. And try to figure out what it is that makes it the better choice. We did that, and we learned many things. You see, it turns out that there is different ways to interpret what we see, and how we choose to interpret confirms what we see. If we just consider other values, we may end up with a different definition or a different interpretation, which leads to a different perspective. It's in choosing which set of values you wish to follow that will dictate what the outcome is. It doesn't mean that one interpretation is better or more agreeable. It just means that the interpretations are generated because people prioritize their values differently. If you take a moment and walk in the shoes of somebody else, what you'll discover is getting to know their values dictates and explains why they see the world the way they do. Look for the helpers if you want to see a less sensationalized perspective. Look for the things that are not being publicized as well. And look at the values of the people who are doing that. Walk a mile in the shoes of somebody who is a helper, and you too will see the world differently. Thank you.